Hello everyone, Steve Del Monte,
Todd DeSatnick.
And we are here to discuss how it came to be that a real estate company has become the title sponsor of the Escape the Cape Triathlon, as well as the Poverty to Cove Open Water Swim. Right? Long story short, how long have we known each other?
It goes back over 2 decades, where we met at the Joseph Von Savage Pool in Wildwood Crest.
Yeah, so, which is completely appropriate for the relationship we have now. We met training for whatever we were training for.
Life.
Exactly. And through that, we both were running very similar paths, right? We were both working for our families, yet we were trying to do more, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. And at the same time, I started Delmo Sports, you started
DeSatnick Real Estate.
And at that time, if someone would have told me that we would be where we are now, which we're very fortunate to have events with thousands of people, and you were to have 3 locations in Southern Cape May County with 80 agents and told how many happy families that have gone through this office or offices, it wasn't scripted is what I'm saying.
Definitely not, and I remember talking with you many times where it was challenging for both of us to leave our family businesses.
Yes.
Being sure we weren't letting the families down.
Yes.
But coming from families that supported us from day one, allowed us to aspire to come up with some different goals, and we both left our family businesses on good terms. And I know our plans never were set in stone and scripted to get to where we are today.
Yeah, so rooted in endurance sports, you were a lifeguard in Cape May. I was a lifeguard in North Wildwood on respective beach patrols. Syncing up years later at the pool, we were both working for our families. We're both starting our own businesses. And you ultimately were involved with the first, really with every Escape the Cape Triathlon as someone that was in the water, looking over swimmers. And your father was involved, his Big D was involved, still involved on a civilian support vessel. And last year, as your first year as title sponsor of the event, you were on the boat with your team, correct?
Correct, and the meshing of the communities, I think, is why our area thrives on doing good things with the people and for the people.
Yeah, and that's not something you're talking about for the camera. If you were to look into this publication that they have for their offices, half of this book is listed with charitable partners. Half of this book. It's not about real estate, it's about community, it's about doing good, it's about creating memories. And a lot of that is very similar to what we do, although very different paths. There's really like the same kind of mission that drives both of our businesses, correct?
Without a doubt, and the 2 businesses, Delmo Sports and DeSatnick Real Estate, are components of our involvement where the community rallied behind you to volunteer to help you get your business rolling and get the athletes participating. And then your creation of Delmo Pro led to the meshing of the DeSatnick Foundation, which is close to our hearts. And I'll let you give a briefer on that one, since you're a part of it and have been from day one.
And that was an amazing segue. So the DeSatnick Foundation, your brother started a foundation years ago. He broke his neck surfing in Cape May. And through making a long story short here, he started his own foundation to help families deal with spinal cord injury, and he helps families up and down the shore. Now he has a signature event called the Around the Cape Paddle that we work with him and yourself on that event. And through that event, your brother's been able to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars to help benefit families that have been affected by spinal cord injury. And then that in a nutshell.
Simple. And Chad got to a point where his organizational skills were limited with expanding the event, and we knew it was time to bring in a professional company, and we hired Delmo Pro to take it to the next level, which last year was our largest to date. Spectator friendly, participant friendly, volunteer friendly, and we had about 150 participants in 2021, and we raised over $140,000 for the cause.
Yeah, so everything about being about the community, about being about good energy and making good things happen, that's real. It's not just listed in a publication, but it goes to show that your family's involvement, your brother's involvement with starting a foundation and helping families, us being a part of it, helping him to organize a better event so that he can raise more money to help more families. I mean, it's a nice virtuous circle, and I want to say to everyone that through your investment in us, last year and making a commitment to Escape the Cape and to our Poverty to Cove swim, you helped this company move forward. We went through some really tough times, and you stepped up to the plate and said, I want to be a part of this. This is great for our community. What can we do to help? And we signed a deal. And of course, as Todd goes, he's like, I don't need contracts, but we have one. But on a handshake, and he was right there for us. And I want to thank you in front of everybody for that belief and that investment in us. It's gone a long way. And
the reason that I believe it's been a success for the past year and looking forward to future years is because of the people that are involved with both of our teams. And real estate's a small component of what we do daily. I tell our crew that real estate really isn't that important. It is, don't get me wrong, but it's about the group coming together, helping people with their daily tasks when it comes to real estate sales, rentals, and things of that sort, property management. But what it boils down to is a large group of people doing a good thing in business, which leads to good things in the community.
Didn't you want to do something special? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So after my brother's injury and recovery, he became involved with Life Rolls On, started by Jesse Ballauer, a national organization that helps people with spinal cord injuries. And their signature event is They Will Surf Again, which Stephen's been a volunteer at the entire time that we've hosted that event in the Wildwoods. So Jesse Ballauer challenged me to shave my head. And long story short, it turned into a lot of people wanting my head shaved and raising over $10,000 in 4 days for that national cause. So it led to good things for a good cause, and that's why I'm sitting here looking like this today.
We appreciate your involvement, man. Looking forward to working with you.
Good stuff, Stephen.
So, Steve Del Monte,
Todd DeSatnick.